Here we have part 2 for RazorFrazer. He's right up here in the white gi, and he's just about to knock his opponent over onto his hip. So boom, drops him off right there. Try to go in right for the choke. Kind of peeling your hands, hard to see without what's going on. Okay, so you trap up over with your leg, which is nice. And you're trying to go around. At one point, yeah, here it looks like you go for the head pull, and then you try to shoot that arm across. And then the guy's, I almost tapped there. Okay. And then, yeah, you're just about to get the tap. There you go. Okay, that was very nice. So, just mention a few points. So when you knock the guy over, and you see how you take him to your underhook side, I'd prefer you do something slightly different with your legs. If I have him down on the underhook side, I'd rather have my right foot posted on their hip, because you see how like you're in his head right now or in line, so you can get his head down to the mat. Like he's escaping very poorly from the back control. But I'd much rather have your body more like angled around and under his body. His shoulder should be roughly somewhere around your chest, not on the mat here, because his head's too free. If he wanted to, he'd be able to escape from here, it looks like. So that's one small little thing. Yeah, and it's this foot would go onto the hip, and that would get you your angle. If you do gi, it's similar to the kind of angle you get when you get a bow and arrow. Something along those lines. Okay, I really like how you end up trapping his arm. I'm a big fan of that. One thing that I just want you to really note when you're doing this is you have to be careful of this shoulder sliding down past your leg. Because some guys, what they'll do is like they'll plant their feet and they'll pull their body under. And it's not like you end up in a bad position. You're in some sort of like triangle, reverse triangle variation. But one thing that you want to make sure you're adding to this is you pinch this knee tight against the shoulder, so that you're like you're activating your adductors and you're pinching them tight between your legs, especially when you're over this arm, so that they don't slide down under you. Yeah, it looks like you should have been under there. Can't see the hand fight that stopped you. One thing with just your final position, I mean, you're probably already aware of this, but yeah, like your arm position is a little bit off. The fact that your elbow's out here means you're not super across his neck, and this hand here is reachable. Like he can reach back with his left hand and then like pull it down. So you want to try to get that like sheathed in right behind his neck. Now I know that like you're finishing this on the underhook side and your legs are trapping his arm, so it's hard to get your arm position like precise, so that could be a big part of it. But yeah, you can even tell here with how low his shoulder is, that's probably why this doesn't look as crisp. So again, when you trap that arm, make sure you're pinching that knee in tight against the shoulder. And yeah, 9 taps out. Okay, so the biggest thing, similar to what I mentioned in your previous video, is playing turtle. Try to play forehead down, better with the grip fighting, and especially flaring your arms out to catch his thighs as he tries to circle around. And then the other thing is make sure your turtle becomes a very mobile position. And anytime he doesn't have a harness on you, you should pretty much be shoulder rolling, that sort of thing. Whenever you play turtle, it should be them kind of like chasing you. Alright? So hope some of that stuff helped.